Hello! Hello, 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 everybody! Hi! What is going on? How are you? How are you? How are you? I can't wait to see everybody! How are you? Oh my gosh! Good evening, good evening, good evening! Hello, hello, hello! Hi! I went live on my other page! And you guys couldn't tell, so I jumped on over here. But all is well. I'm here with you now, and it is so nice to see you. Hello. How are you? Comment below. Tell me how you're doing. Tell me how are you. Tell me how your day is. Tell me, can you hear me? Can you see me? Tell me where you're coming from. Oh, this is so exciting. Are you guys ready? I need to know. Did you guys bring your water? If y'all signed up for my class, I hope you guys knew to bring yourself some water. We need to be refreshed in this class. Woo! Nice. I love it. I love it. Talk to me, guys. I'm going to wait just a little bit for all of my lovely ladies to get on. I know I had about 24 people who are going to jump on, which is phenomenal. I can't wait. What you have for dinner? What you got going on? I want to know. I want to be there. Hello, hello. How are you? Oh my gosh, guys. I hope you guys are ready. All I know is I hope you guys are ready. My heart is on fire. This is what makes me go. I'm so excited today. This is awesome. Tell me where you're from. Tell me what state. I have people all different kinds of the coast that signed on today. We got East Coast representing. We got West Coast. I need to know. I can't wait to see. Hi, 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 hi. Let me know if you brought your water. What are you guys drinking tonight? I have some blueberry, raspberry, mint. Yes, woohoo, nice. Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Continue. Tell me where you are. Where are you? Please excuse me while I take a sip. I'm going to play some music in the beginning just while everybody is jumping on. We'll turn it down, and then we'll get into business. We will start rocking and rolling. By the way, guys, since I have your attention, hello, hello, hello. Since I have your attention, I went live on my other page. It did not notify you guys. I am unsure why. I'm going to look into that. However, I came on here, and I'm so happy to be with all of you. This is amazing. So let me turn this music down now that we are rocking and rolling and we are here. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining. Woo! Now we are there. There we go. There we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, guys. This is You Manifest What You Persist on Believing class. I have been blowing up social media all about this class for the past 2 weeks. And if you're not here, share this. Before we begin, I ask you guys to like this. I ask you to share this. I hope something is said tonight that I hope that things are explained tonight. Day 1 of a day 3 class that really helps people become uplifted, helps enlighten you, helps bring some manifestation, helps bring some expansion and growth into your life. Like I am hoping that something is said that can truly just bless on you. This year is all about pouring into people. This year is about making big things happen. This year is about changes, manifesting, love, life, light. This year is a year of getting things done and getting things done the way we want to. I put behind us all difficulties. I put behind us all struggles. I put behind us the can'ts, the don't wants. I am done with it. And I think, you know, put some likes and hearts in the room if you are done with it too. If you are ready for breakthroughs. If you are ready for to manifest the things that you want to, and to no longer continue to produce fruit of the things that you were done with. So with that being said, I'm going to go in and I'm going to tell you how this 3-day course is going to pan out. So the way that this works, in the very beginning, on day one today, I am going to give you guys a foundation. Just like anything else, you need a solid foundation, and you need to know the stones, you need to know the words in this case, in order to equip yourself to really understand and seep in what I'm going to tell you guys in day 2 and in day 3. So I appreciate your time so much, and I am not going to take this, I didn't take this for granted. The day I was born, I knew that your time is very valuable to me. I'm going to give you everything I have, and I expect the same from you. I expect your attention. I expect that you guys came with notes. I expect that you guys came with a heart open and ears open to receive all of this. So today I'm going to give you guys some definitions. Today I'm going to tell you guys some examples of a few words. And then on day 2, we're going to go into how. We're going to talk about law of attraction on day 2. We're going to talk about how to become decisive. We're going to talk about how we can train your mind, how we can uproot, how we can pick out all of these subconscious beliefs that you may not understand that you have, but we're going to identify what they are today and uproot them on day 2. And then next day, it gets a little funny, you let me know, and I will change it, because that's the way we work. We say it, and then it's done. All right, over here. Okay, day 3 is going to be implementation. How can you implement? So day 2, you're going to know how. We're going to uproot. I'm going to give you concepts. And then day 3, then you're going to know, oh my God, Alexandra has given me all of this work, and Alexandra has told me to do all of this stuff. Now I don't even know where to start. On day 3, that's when you're going to learn how to start doing all these things that I have taught to you about. Okay? So we're going to go right on into this thing. Are you guys ready? Give me hearts if you're ready. Woo! All right, guys. First things first, definition of belief. And belief is the acceptance that something is true and exists. And you know what, my lovely people? I'm going to turn this music down just a little bit, okay? Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you deeply. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so definition of belief. And also remind you, I'm telling you the definitions of these words because I want you guys to have the most crystal clear understanding of everything that we're mainly going to be talking about in day 2 and day 3, okay? So that is how we broke this up. Definition of belief. And I have my notes in front of me here because I don't want to miss out on a single thing. I'm going to refer to them. Acceptance that something is true and exists. It's your trust, faith, and confidence in someone, or specifically pertaining to this class, something. Okay? So acceptance that something is true and exists. You have trust, faith, and confidence in someone, or for this class specifically, something we're going to be talking about. So you can have so many belief systems and not even realize it. And I'm going to give you an example here right now. What is a common belief that all of us have, right? You have a belief that your car runs. You have a belief that you're going to plug your key, or you're going to chirp your chirper, and that car is going to get you from point A to point B. It doesn't matter what you've done, change the oil, put the gas. You believe that when you get into that car and you turn it on, that it is going to take you to where it goes. It's a subconscious thing. You don't even think that something might happen on the road. You just, if you get in your car and you're running late for work, you don't have a second thought, oh, my car just may not go. No, you believe that car is going to go. So you have a subconscious belief that it's going to go. You get in and then you go to work. It is reliable. Okay? So that is just one example that everybody could probably understand about what a belief is, right? And next definition I wanted you guys to know going forward is a belief system. Okay? So a belief system, obviously, is faith that's based on a series of beliefs or a series of your own acceptances that something is true or exists, And it's not confined to religion, guys. This can be in regard to anything. So faith based on a series of beliefs. Faith based on a series of things that you have accepted in your past, you've accepted in your present, things that you think to be true. It's a faith that you've made up in your mind of all these things, right? So I'm going to give you guys an example of a belief system, okay? So one belief system that you guys could have is that there are no good men in your town. There is not one Tom, Dick, or Harry that you could put a ring on it because you have had experiences in the past and you have come to believe that each man that you have met in your town is no good. He has gone astray. He has not called this or that. You now have a belief system that there's not a good man in your town because you've dated 5 guys in the past year that had tooted and booted and left. or that is just an example, okay? So that is a belief system. That doesn't mean it's true. Mind you, there's a lot of people in every town. You just may not be attracting the good guy, right? So that's an example of a belief system. Belief systems don't have to be factual. Belief systems don't have to be true. However, so many of us can have them based on things that you've accepted in the past. And it can affect your future. And it can affect your future because of all these things that you've accepted, whether it be true or not, but however, you still have them, okay? So that is the second definition. And then the third definition is a value. What are values? People talk about values all the time. Like, do you have any values? Like, of course you have values, but what is the definition of a value, all right? It's a person's principle or standards of behavior. Hear me clearly. Standards of behavior. Okay? It's one's judgment of what is important in life. Guys, please excuse me while I take a sip of water. And hey, everybody who's jumping on now. It's so good to see you. I needed that. Awesome. So that's a value. So an example, what's a value that somebody could hold important in their life? That you're an independent woman. That a value of you is to be independent. I got me, I always got me. So your standard of behavior is that you're never gonna let anybody pay for you because you're an independent woman. Nobody can buy my drink, nope, because I'm an independent woman. You know, no one can help me out. I won't accept any help because I'm an independent woman. That's my value. I'm proud. Like, you won't believe it or not, there are so many people who may have that core value. So then what manifests from having that kind of value is that you're unable to allow people to uplift you because you're just an independent woman and that's just the way things go. You don't need nobody's help. Like, you think it could be a good thing, but it could actually come to your detriment. So that is just another example of how a value could go in a good way or could go in a bad way. But the definition of a value is a person's principle or standards of behavior. Okay? So now that we know what a value is, we can talk about what is your core values, okay? Core values. So a core value is values which form a foundation in which determines how you conduct yourself, okay? So what is an example? I'm going to give an example of me personally, and then I'm going to give 2 examples for core values and how it could affect somebody's life. For me, for example, one of my core values is freedom. I value freedom in my life. You can tell from looking at my new profile picture. I'm like, like I need freedom in my life. Like I have done everything that I can up to this point to have freedom in my life. I never liked somebody telling me what to do. I don't want somebody on top of me. I don't want somebody telling me what I can and cannot buy. I need freedom. I need choices. I need 3 drinks. I need options. Like a core value of mine is freedom, right? So I make sure I put myself in a position where I can have that. When I did have a job, I made sure I was on top of things. I made sure that no one felt like they had to micromanage me. I put myself in a position where no one had to follow up with me. Like, I was on top of it so I could be left to my own, so I could have that freedom. The way that it's manifested in my life is that I work hard. I've always worked hard to make sure I have the money that I want to buy what I want. So I have the freedom of choice, okay? So that is an example of a core value that I have, of freedom, and how it's manifested in my life, okay? So here's another example of a core value, and of how it can kind of go in the opposite direction, right? So you can have a core value of poverty. Yeah, you can have a core value of poverty. It's true. I know I just went there. And I know you guys are like, oh no, you did. But I did. I just went there. And there are so many core values that people have because, and you may not even recognize it, but you may have a core value of poverty. And I'm going to give a few examples of maybe you can, because remember, what a value is it forms the foundation in which how you conduct yourself. So how you conduct yourself, let's see, can you hear me? Can you see me? Tell me if I'm ever cutting out. It seems like I might be. Okay. So remember, values is conducting yourself in way. If the fruit is shiny and red and has one stem, it's an apple. It conducts itself like an apple. You can't say it's not an apple. So if a person conducts themselves as cheap, if a person conducts themselves as scarce, then they may have a core value of poverty. And the example is that if you display behaviors of always being broke, like in your mindset, constantly saying I can't, constantly in a mindset of, I can't do that, I can't go there, I can't shop there, I can't eat there, when things are the same price, but you have yourself in this box, you have yourself in this house, which you've made a foundation of constantly saying I can't. Oh no! Do we have a better connection now? I'm hoping we have a better connection now. Otherwise, we're going to have to call some Fios people and say, I thought you had the fastest internet. Okay, I hope we're good. It looks like we're good now. All right. So, for example, like I was saying, I'm going to get back to what I was saying. Of constantly saying I can't and constantly shopping. Here's another example. Constantly shopping at low-end stores when knowing that you can conduct yourself and shop at high-end stores on sale that has better quality, better product, better guarantee, better return policy, better durability, but you don't even think about it because you just have yourself in this mindset of I can't go there, I'm broke, and that you manifest in your life cheap stuff. Because you just have this mindset and this core value of poverty, realizing that you don't have to have that. You could have nice things. However, you're just stuck in this mindset. For an example, instead of going to TJ Maxx, all you think is you can afford Walmart. That's not true. You can go to TJ Maxx and get the same thing. So the whole point of that example was just to say how you could have these core values because of how you're conducting yourself and not even realizing it. No one would ever admit to saying that I have a mindset of poverty. No one would ever admit that I have a mindset of being lack, a mindset of lack. However, if you constantly say I can't, I don't, I won't, I shall not, no way, making fun of all those people who look nice, then that is that core value. It is. So that value, so that definition I thought was really important to tell everybody, because you don't realize the way that you're acting is showing your core values. And another example, I feel like I'm speaking to somebody in this audience, like you could be a guy who is just, talking to every single girl. You could be a girl that's, talking to every single guy, and you're not making any relationship valuable. So you have a core value of not staying committed. Like it just goes deeper. You just don't realize it. So when you reflect on your actions, you can then really see what are your core values. You'll be able to see yourself once you truly look in your actions, because they're not different. That's how a lot of women look at men. Actions speak louder than words. Your actions speak your core values, okay? So that is another definition. So I have a few more, right? Let me see something. Excuse me, my darlings. Okay. All right. Thank you. So here's another one. Faith. So the definition of faith. Definition of faith is complete trust in someone or something. Again, doesn't have to be religious, guys. This can be towards your entire life. Complete trust or in someone or something, right? Here's an example of that. You could have heard, you could have read, you could have seen. You like the way they look, you like the way they sound, you like the way they feel. Of German-made cars. Grandpa always liked German-made cars. Daddy always liked German-made cars. So you're getting a Volkswagen or a Mercedes. Why? Because German-made cars are best engineered. You have faith that if you buy a German-made car, that dealership is going to be able to give you what you want. That car is going to take you where you want. It's going to be easy to maintain. It's going to be reliable. It's going to have value. You're going to feel proud of it. You're going to be confident in it. You're going to be confident that it's going to perform well. You're going to purchase them because you have faith and have complete trust in German-made cars. I think that would make sense. I would want to buy a car that I have complete faith in that it's going to get me to where I want to go. So that is the example of the definition of faith, which is complete trust in someone or something. And the connection that I wanted to make with faith is, can you take an inventory in your life of all the things that you have complete trust or faith in? And then you can ask yourself about that, but then can you ask yourself why? And then if you were to ask yourself why, would you be proud of those answers? Would you be happy with those answers? Would you be okay to say those answers out loud? Like, you have complete faith and trust in this man because, he takes care of me. He loves me. He makes me feel good. He's very respectful. Or, I have complete, trust. Like, are the reasons that you have faith and trust in things, are they valid? Are they strong? Or do you have complete faith and trust that you're never going to be able to get out of your situation? You're always going to have to work at a job and you are never going to be able to make more money than that? Now, what evidence do you have backing that up to make you have that faith? Is it a valid faith? Like, ask yourself, why do you completely trust these things? Why surrender all of your trust into something if it doesn't have strong reasons behind it for you to trust? Right? Okay. And then, so next, I have two more definitions, and then I have a conclusion. Then we're going to talk about, and then I said each class was going to be very short. It's going to be a short class. And then I'm going to ask you guys something. Something came up about day 2. So I'm going to ask you guys now, once I'm done with these two definitions, if I shall do one thing or do the other. So it's going to be in your hands, so you guys can tell me what you want. So it's all up to you. Do you have faith in this decision? All right, so next definition. I hope you guys are writing these down too. Like, these are big. These are big. And if you actually take the time, you write these down and you reflect on them, it will have big change in your life. I have done this myself, and I have seen huge change in my life, which is why I'm recommending it to all of you. Okay, so manifest. What is manifest? Manifest is sounds like a super flashy, fun word. Like, oh, I can manifest things. I'm so, it's so spiritual. It's so no. What is manifesting? Is it really that hard to do? Okay? So it's a verb. It's action. It's a doing. It's making something happen. The definition of manifest is to be evident of, become apparent, to appear. So the definition of manifesting is to make something appear. So that doesn't mean that's a secret spiritual formula that's needed to require it. It means if I put ingredients in a bowl, put them together, and then put them in the oven at 375 degrees for 60 minutes, I'm going to make a cake appear. I'm going to manifest it. I did everything back in to make my cake appear. That's what the definition of manifesting is, to make appear. You can make things appear. You can make things happen. Now, just as I did the work in the physical to make my cake happen, you can do work in the spiritual, on the subconscious, on the internal, on your inner man to make different results happen. You can change your core values by looking at your actions. You can change your core belief systems by looking my can you comment below, everybody? Can you hear? Can we see? Are we back on track? It looks like we're back. I'm gonna jump back in. I want to wait end by time. So the next thing is, manifesting. You can make it just like you can do in the physical. Like I said, you can also do in the spiritual. You can do work. You can do work on your belief systems and on your core values and what you have faith in, and these things that are untangible, these things that are invisible, like the wind. It's invisible, but you know it's there because it manifests. There's evidence of it in life. It's the same thing. You can change these things and then make anything else happen in your life. And if you want the most change in your life, then you need to go to the most important things of a person. Right? Are you hear me? Are you with me? Do you feel me? Do you get me? So with that being said, that can happen. So then the next definition is persist. Also, if you noticed, all my definitions were basically the words, I hope we're better now. And then so the next thing is persist, right? So and also, like I said, I want you guys to notice that every definition I had basically made up all the words of the campaign, right? That is what this campaign is about, is these words. So persist, it means to firmly continue in an opinion. It's a course of believing in spite of opposition, difficulty, or failure. I think everybody knew the definition of persist. But do you not realize that so many of us persist in doing the same things in spite of difficulty? It feels difficult being unhappy. It's difficult being broke. It's difficult feeling depressed. But you persist to do the same thing even though life is difficult. Now, I'm not telling anybody on anything because I have done it too, guys. We all have done it. We all can be open and honest with each other in this classroom and say that we have continued to date the same people, to do the same things, to work at the same job, to dress the same way, to appease the same people, even though it was difficult. Now, my biggest thing about the word persist and how it pertains to our life is that people have these deep-rooted belief systems that make their life difficult. I think this is and also here's another thing. Here's a sidebar. I truly believe that if you are not waking up every day and you are not singing and you're happy and you're full and you feel love and you feel kind and you want to give, then that's failing at life. That you something is wrong if you are not to your farthest level of happy. There is something very, very wrong. That's failure. However, we persist to live the same life as the way we did before, even though technically we're failing. We're not living at our fullest potential. We're not happy. But we persist to do this. And I'm here with you so we can no longer persist to make appear the things that we have trust in that could not be true. We have trust in things that serve us no good. We have belief systems wrapped around ideologies that are no good, that are false, that offer us no value. But so this class is to teach us how to get rid of those things that have no value for us, and then how to input things that do have value for us, so we don't have to persist, so we can be in flow, happy, and feeling fulfilled. So that is the definition of persist, okay? So what is my conclusion? I spent the past half hour giving you guys these definitions, which I hope you wrote down. What was that for? My conclusion is that your life is made up of, and your life has been the manifestations of, and is the evidence of your beliefs, belief systems, and your life is the direct reflection of your core values, or maybe your previous core values and your beliefs and belief systems. Can I get a hallelujah? Can I get a hello? That's it. So if we want change, if we want a brighter outcome, if we want a brighter future, we need to change these values. We need to go in and dig up and clear out. We need to pull up these deep-rooted belief systems, whether it be of poverty, whether it be of settling, whether it be of sadness and depression, or I'm not good enough, or I'm at a dead end, I'm at a dead road, I'm poor, like I'm unhappy, it's a bad world out there. Like, we need to uproot these systems, the ones that you have and the ones that you don't want, so tomorrow can be a better day. And the next day can be a better day. And we can move forward in life, no longer needing to persist, meaning to be in spite of opposition of the things that we don't like. So we can flow through life, right? And so that is my conclusion. That is what we need to do. And that is what we're going to work on day 2 and 3. We're going to work on law. We're going to talk a little bit about law of attraction. We're going to talk about where focus goes, energy flows. So are you focusing on bad belief systems? Are you focusing on awful core values? Do you have these core values that you are unaware of? However, they are creating outcomes in your life that are frustrating you to no end, and you are pissed, and you're angry, and you're sad, and you're lonely. And, how do we change this, right? How do we get this going? So we talk about law of attraction. We're going to talk about how we can be assertive in your decision making, how to be assertive in your beliefs, how to be assertive and what you allow to become a core value. And, you have to take control of how you act. You have to take control of your emotions. Because once you put an emotion to something, you make it real. And if you put your emotion to something so many times, then it becomes a belief system. Because once you have so many emotions to things, you build trust, just like any relationship. If you keep on hanging out with that guy, and you keep on, or that girl, and then you develop emotion with them. There's many songs that say I get emotional now. now develop trust. There's something, emotion is substance with something. So you have to be very assertive, very decisive about how you allow these emotions to end up being belief systems, and how can you stop your emotions from creating a core value which creates you to do things which then becomes a pattern and then becomes your life. So that's another thing. I want to help you. I'm not going to want to, I'm going to, because I've done it and I've helped my friends, and I'm going to help you guys develop and train your mind to deserve better, to deserve so much better, to stop, like if I say nothing, to stop being in a place of acceptance of low standards. You do not have to accept things that you don't want. My grandmother taught me this a long time ago, and I am so grateful for her for that. I took that seed she planted in me and I ran with it, and you do not have to accept things you don't want. You can make your own way. I'm going to teach you how to do that. We're going to talk about how to create belief systems that you love, not belief systems that feel realistic. I hate that word, realistic, because your reality is what you make it. So there's no such thing as being realistic. You create your reality. You tell yourself what's realistic. So I want you to belief systems love that seem realistic, because once you put love, like I said, emotion, love, the highest emotion, you put something. I'm gonna make you put love belief systems, we tie together, make that love the strongest rope for that belief system. So this new belief system that you want, we can bring that to the surface and we can make that happen for you. Because people, and I'm gonna put this in. This was for day 2, but I'm gonna put this in now. People create desires that people have desires, and then they kill their desires with beliefs that close them. So people have desires that open doors and then have belief systems which close them. So I'm going to teach you guys how to have belief systems, connect with love, fall in love with them, so you will not close the door on your desires. Let's manifest those desires, right? I think everybody wants that. So, so that's what we're going to talk about in day 2, right? All right, guys, so I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, this is what did happen. I thought that, so first I want to say thank you guys, everybody, so much. Let me see how long we've been on here. We have been live for about 40 minutes. I am like 20 minutes over what I thought I said I was going to be. And I want to thank you guys so much for your time and for watching. I greatly appreciate your time, and I'm so thankful for it. But I had thought that I went to Singapore on Wednesday, but I actually go tomorrow. So I go tomorrow. I'm not going to be on Wednesday. So with that being said, day 2 is not going to be tomorrow, because I'm going to be in San Francisco tomorrow at that time. So if I have any Cali girls, please give a shout out. Love California. Love it. So not going to be tomorrow. It's going to be the day after. Day 2 is going to be the day after tomorrow, when I am in Singapore, going to set up a spot, and we're going to continue for day 2 and day 3. I hope you guys can forgive me. I am so sorry. That was my mistake. But I'm gonna post something on both of my pages to say that day 2 and day 3 is going to be the day after tomorrow. So I thank you guys so much for watching. I encourage you so much to please share this, please like this, please continue to stick with me and really hear the meat. Like we learned definitions and examples today, which was incredibly important, but now we're gonna see how I wanted you guys to have clarity of which we're going to be talking about on day 2 and day 3. So stick with me. And I will see you 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. on my page the day after tomorrow. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much, and have a good night. Mwah! Bye, guys. Bye. Love you, love you, love you.